we doing? I can't tell you. I can tell you. I'm going to tell you that this whole month, whether it's because of the location, but this whole month has been the connection with the animal kingdom, the birds, messages. It's so strong now that I'm in nature, and I don't know why this has just started happening. It was never like this before. The connection's always been really good here. But yeah, so we've got this full moon in Scorpio, and so I thought, well, I'll do a little bit of processing yesterday. I always stick a bit of Magic FM on and see what music comes up, because you're not in control of what they play. So I thought, well, I'll put that on and see what comes up. Done a bit of howling. There wasn't anything really triggering, which was nice. You know, there was like a song about my granddad, what we played at my granddad's funeral, so that helped me release a little bit of grief. There was, it was mostly uplifting, which was really nice. And then my friend Abby came over. I'm going to go right up to the camera here, but came over and passed me two walls. This one in particular, I don't know if you can see the colours in that, but I held it for ages and ages, and it got so hot in my hand, and then I just wanted it on my head, so I turned it into a crown. And it was almost like it was saying, oh, let me show you through my eyes. That's the feeling I got with it. See things through my eyes. And it really activated the third eye. We were sat around the fire last night, and I could see all these, you know, like shoots of light going out and coming back at me, which I've never seen before. But that's why they used to have fires, was to activate the third eye. People would sit around and gaze into the fire and see things. So I could see all these lights coming out, and I could see them being reflected back to me. But what I also noticed was that where my attention went to in the fire is where it lit up. So it was just a little sort of confirmation of how powerful we are, how much magic, how much energy we hold, and where we direct it, we can, if we want to, set things alight. You know, it's that fire within us. But yeah, I can't get over it. It's so beautiful. So that led me to thought I'll go with the unicorns today. We're going to go with the unicorns today. So it'll be full moon tonight, tomorrow. I mean, some people feel it for a whole week. Well, you know, it is really, it's not just a one night thing, but that's normally when we get the closure or the heightened state of it, is when it's full. But leading up to it, stuff can be coming out and then processing from there to the next new moon. So we're going to get a message from the unicorns of the highest level for any opportunities that we can use around this energy. And like I say, like putting the radio on is quite a good way to just say, right, universe, what do I need to clear? Because then normally you get the songs that might trigger emotions for us to release. It's all about releasing, leading during the full moon, getting ourselves ready for new beginnings, endings, new beginnings. Message from the unicorns. And we have unicorn relationships, number 4. So 4s are foundations. At the bottom we have a unicorn portal. focus your light and listen for the message. So that's exactly what I was saying about this. I keep stroking him. But focusing on the fire and then seeing the actual flames come to light on the fire using the third eye. 38, Unicorn Portal. Focus your light and listen for the message. It's such a beautiful card. But can you see what it is? The third eye. Third eye activations. So the actual card was Unicorn Relationships, 4. Now 4 is always foundational. Let go of now. Forgiveness is freedom. So that's what I'm saying about maybe putting some music on, seeing what comes through, seeing what we need to let go of, because freedom is an inside job, regardless of outside circumstances. Freedom is an inside job. I just want to show you. So the unicorn is actually directing its crown chakra, pineal gland, to the heart space. I'm going to have a little read, get some more on it. But number 4, uncord relationships. Uncord. So it is about cutting those cords. Let's have a look. How do we do this? This is a new book. Oneness. Open your heart. Did I miss it? Uncord relationships. Let go now. Forgiveness is freedom. Your unicorn loves you with light, pure love. These perfect beings cannot comprehend the attachments we make on earth, but have enormous compassion for us and will help us to let go of anything that's holding us back. Any lower emotions you are harbouring against someone may be perfectly justified when examined from the limitations of ego belief of this lifetime. However, your guidance is to release them all now. Consider how you could have attracted that person's behaviour. So what is in front of us is like a reflection of us, or something that we need to heal from childhood. It's showing up in our relationships. What might have occurred in other lifetimes? Are they teaching you something important in this one? A desire for a particular outcome or a lack of forgiveness binds your soul to someone else. How many more years or even lifetimes are you prepared to be chained to this person? When you can happily bless a person who has wronged you and visualize them receiving whatever they want or need, you are free. Then your unicorn can joyfully replace all that you have lost and more. They can return money and possessions multiplied and restore and enhance your reputation. They can bring you greater love, success, health and happiness. I should be holding this up really. There we go. Unconditional love does not form binding cords, so you can never lose true love. Your guidance is to scan back through the years for anyone dead or alive who may still be influencing you. Then ask your unicorn to set you both free. So there's an affirmation you can use that can actually cut the cords of attachment, which is, I'm sorry. Now you're not apologising for your behaviour or their behaviour. It's more it's a forgiveness of self. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. It cuts the cords of attachment. So that's what we got from the unicorns. Next we're going to, and then obviously that will create a portal, because we can't jump through timelines or portals if we've got so much stuff attached to us. So I'm going to get a card from the Sacred Forest Oracle, because I found all of these cards at the same time, and I felt that they needed to be used together. They were all just sat there waiting for me. So, Uncalled Relationships, number 4. Oh, that one's round the wrong way. Okay. Uncalled Relationships, number 4. What can we have with that? Funny sounding cards. Uncalled Relationships, number 4. Aspen Spirit of Courage. It's beautiful. It's got, like, I'm going to show you. So we've got Wood Nymph, Beauty at the bottom, and that's immersion. That's going right deep within. Whenever we see water, it's emotions. Going in up to the waist is actually delving in. It's kind of like shadow work, but she's free. Her arms are stretched open. She's not afraid of going into the shadow. And and there's the full moon in the background. Can you see that? But it's like people often have this misconceived idea of what shadow work is, and it's just aspects of ourselves that you know, we've possibly been told that we are, that aren't actually true, and it's about embodying them, and almost like, oh yeah, you know, I do have tendencies to be codependent, but that's okay because I'm owning it, I'm recognizing it, you know, that's shadow work. But the Wood Nymph is encouraging us to go deep in, maybe into the forest, but this is the one that came out, and it's courage. It's courage to uncord and break those attachments, whether, like I said, the person's still here or they're not. It takes a lot of courage, especially if it's something that's been going on for years, or it's ancestral. If it's ancestral, it's definitely been a pattern that's been repeating and repeating. And the butterflies there obviously represent having the wings to cut the cords, so you can fly higher. This is we need to be lifting our vibration. Number 3, I believe. Number 3, courage. In the forest, you can hear the whispering of the trees in Aspen Grove. Your awareness sinks beneath the surface, your sense and aspects, network of roots which allow each tree to connect with the rest of the grove. This connection also makes them a single organism, united at a soul level, and can live for thousands of years. If the Aspen card has shown up in your life today, it brings a message of courage, protection, community, and the ability to face and overcome obstacles in your life. Know that you are protected and you are safe. You are ready to step forward with courage and grace, no matter what seems to be blocking your way. The network of roots is the sign that you should be open to support from others. Combine your efforts with like-minded individuals. You don't need to do this alone. This may be a good time to bond with people over a creative project or a community endeavour. In Celtic tradition, the aspen is associated with community, endurance and protection. The Celts choose the wood of the aspen tree to make their battle shields, to protect them from squirrels as well as physical harm. It sheltered the soul from its deepest fears. So that is the let go, forgiveness. It might feel like a scary thing to do. Aspen was thought to be the teacher of the fearlessness and carried a message of strength in facing the unknown. The spirit of Aspen says the energy of your inner spiritual warrior is ready to step forward to face any challenges or blockages in life. Be willing to accept help and be fearless. Beautiful. Where am I going next? So, Archangel Animals. This is Doreen Virtue, I think. No, Diane Cooper. I think there's little messages in here in some of these. Might be the unicorn one. So yeah, it is about, it does take courage to break chains, especially if they've been ancestral patterns of, you know, putting up with stuff that no longer serves you. Let's see what we get with the Archangel Animals. I've got some Ascended Masters here as well, cards I'm going to have a look at. So, uncalled relationships and courage. Because I remember a lot of people, especially spiritually, like do the whole white light and put themselves in a bubble. But I was very strongly given the message to say, shield wall. And that's kind of like the message of the Aspen spirit, is having the courage to say, shield wall and no. We have the Swan. What have we got at the bottom of the deck? The Camel. Be forbearing and patient. So the Swan. Demonstrate grace and majesty. Archangel Bokpi. But the Swan's beautiful because, as we know, it does glide along with grace. So this is obviously something, like I say, with forgiveness. If you're not fully free, even if you've removed yourself from people, places or situations, if you're still holding on to any attachments, emotional attachments of anger, bitterness, jealousy, anything like that. Now, where's the book? Bear with. Here it is. So the Swan. Let's see what the Swan is saying. And the Swan, you know, it's a case of thanks, bye, and then no feelings after it. And you can always send, you know, love to that person to help with the moving on situation. These beautiful graceful birds come from Lakame, the ascended aspect of Sirius. They carry sacred geometry symbols of peace, calm and elegance in their auras, which they spread into the waters and the land. Their tranquility as they float across the water impacts on people's energy fields and creates a soothing effect. White swans teach lessons of purity, serenity and beauty, while black ones also spread the wisdom of divine feminine. Their regal qualities ensure that they are treated with respect. Like all majestic creatures, their belief in themselves, so they impart a subliminal message that they will brook no interference from others, as they can and will defend themselves. Indeed, if angered, swans can be ferocious and formidable. I've actually met some, yeah, and they are. They look graceful, that's what I'm saying. It's like doing it in a way, cutting cords of attachment in a way that, you know, doesn't lower the vibration, like I say. And if you're still carrying anger or bitterness, obviously there's a grieving period, but that's got nothing to do with anyone else. That's the healing work that we have to do. But if there's any other emotional attachments like revenge or anything like that, then you are not free of that attachment. So the guidance here with the swan is, from this card, is to develop your regal qualities. Believe in yourself. Know you are special and beautiful. Trust your inner self and be confident. Act with calm, peace and grace at all times. Even though your thoughts may be working overtime, maintain a relaxed and serene exterior, and this will bring you to equilibrium. Be charming and pleasant, and at the same time expect people to honour you and treat you with respect. If anyone oversteps the mark with you, make it perfectly clear that this is unacceptable and you are prepared to take action if necessary. So that's the shield. Get your shield up. Shield wall! You will act as an energetic pool of peace, and this will soothe and calm everyone around you. Your pure light will facilitate good relationships and better decisions, as you are acting from wisdom and true power, which is really strange because I found a pearl. So this is what's coming in around the full moon, but she's just boom, right? There's so much light in both of those from the heart chakra. So this is how we should see ourselves. This is what we're capable of. This is where it comes from. And if it's not being celebrated, respected, then it's have the courage to actually uncut those cords that no longer serve. Okay, so we are going to now get a card from the Ascended Masters. Oh, I've got some more animals down there. I've got spirit animals, but I don't think this is going to be a long one. So, what's the Ascended Masters? What's the message from the Ascended Masters leading up to this Scorpio full moon? Because it can bring out, I mean, Scorpio has characteristically is known to have a bit of a sting in the tail, a bit of jealousy, a bit of, you know, they hold on to things. So this Scorpio moon is actually asking us to release, forgive and let go of anything that, you know, we're holding on to emotionally. And like it said at the beginning, even if that person's no longer here, it's still a cord of attachment. And that's where true freedom lies, in not having, not like being detached, but not carrying old wounds around. Helps purify the heart space. Okay, focus upon your strengths, Apollo. Come out of the closet. Come out of the closet. Right, let's look at this Apollo. Look at the light in his hands. Oh my days. Apollo. I think we get quite a bit of information from these, which is really nice. So what's the message? Focus upon your strengths. Let's have a look. Right, Apollo. There he is. See how he's all in blue? That's protection. This card reminds us to focus upon your strengths and not upon any perceived weaknesses. Your strengths could include your loving heart, pure intentions, people skills, hobbies, or something that you excel in. Even if your talents still need polishing, these are strengths and assets. The more you bless and appreciate your strengths, the stronger they will grow. If you focus upon so-called weakness, they will grow. This card comes to you as a reminder of the importance of viewing yourself with compassion and love. Anytime you find yourself thinking or feeling poorly about yourself, focus upon your strengths instead. Additional meaning: use daily positive affirmations to lift your energy, faith. Speak to yourself in positive terms. Begin an exercise program to build and tone your muscles. This is a message of love or healing about brother or brother figure. Apollo is the Greek sun god, who's the son of Zeus and twin brother of the goddess Artemis. Apollo is a powerful deity who can bring out the sunshine in your life, literally and figuratively. Renowned for his physical strength, Apollo can also act as a personal trainer to motivate your exercise program. He can also help you gain emotional and intelligent strength, and intellectual strength. Apollo. There's a lot of blue in there, green with the heart space, but 4. Come out of the shadow, come out of the closet, I'm interested. So that was bottom of the deck. Let's have a look and see. This is Amateria. It's time for you to make your real feelings and beliefs known. This card asks you to reveal who you really are to yourself and others. This may involve having a heart-to-heart discussion with a loved one or allowing other people to see your true nature. You will be spiritually supported in this process, protection, and the Ascended Masters will help you be lovingly honest. As a result of coming out of the closet, your relationships will deepen because you'll know that you're loved for who you really are. Let go of judgments about yourself and others. Speak the truth with love. Allow others to get to know the real you. Trust that your authentic self is lovable and likable. The more authentic you are, the higher the energy and success of all your projects. She's the Japanese Shinto sun god, so that's 2 lots of sun. So bright and radiant that her parents sent her to heaven, where she now shines down upon humanity. She becomes upset when her brother, the storm god, was demolishing the planet, so she hid herself in a cave to protest, and the world grew cold and dark. The other gods tried everything to coax her out, but nothing worked until they finally put a mirror in the cave entrance. When Amaterasu saw her bright and beautiful reflection, she finally came out of the cave. You can call upon her to increase your self-esteem and reveal your true self to others. Beautiful. So I'm going to close with Be Your Own Wildflower. Be your own wildflower. I think they're just affirmation cards, but it's a really nice way to close it out because it's all nature. Like I said, for this last month, it's just been animals. We've got ravens, we've had badgers, we've got cats, we've had horses, and now a wolf on my 3rd eye. See things through his eyes. And I did. We're more powerful than we know. But it's where we put that focus and direction. We need to let go of any attachments or any emotions that might be, because reaction is attachment. When you respond, there's no attachment. And we could be being tested leading up to this, or up to this full moon. Are we going to react? Or are we going to be like the swan and just know your worth? not worth a reaction or attachment, and moving away from anything that tries to get a reaction, because it's kind of harvesting energy when people try and get a reaction out of you. It comes from a place of weakness, and again it's unhealed trauma or patterns that have gone through generations and generations. Right, are we ready to close? I'm not getting the feeling that we are. Okay, if one hasn't jumped, then they're like, no, you're not done yet. You're not done yet. Okay, so the other one I got was the Spirit Animal Oracle out. So maybe that's why nothing's popped out, because I'm not quite done yet. So, message from the spirit animals. Message from the spirit animals. The Auger Whale Adventure. Let's have a look at this then. Dare to do things differently. Sing your wild song. Manifest your travel dreams. Attempt the great journey with confidence. Be loyal. Friends and family are your treasures. Be brave. You are more powerful than you know. We are all more powerful than we know. Right, are we ready now? Can I, maybe that needed to come out, how to use these cards. Be your own wildflower. Be your own wildflower. So I'm going to continue wearing the wolf until I feel like I've learned everything there is to know. But what I saw in that fire last night, and how I learned how to direct the energy of the third eye onto pieces of the wood that actually caught a light, I was just blown away. Blown away. Be your own wildflower. Do we have a wildflower to close? There. What is it? Affirmation. My heart and courage can withstand more than I think. Affirmation. It's the Sturt Desert Pea. Meaning, have courage, take heart. That is so beautiful. Have courage, take heart. Take heart. Take your heart back. Clear your heart. Have courage. But do it gracefully, like a swan. Focus on your strengths. Come out of the closet. And again, adventure, have courage.